What's up, guys, and welcome back to Mark and Jamie's vlog. We are how many months in?
8 months.
8 months in to living out here in Zambia, Africa. I keep getting that wrong. I'm like, it's been 10 months. Or
it's been 9 months.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, it's been 8 months.
That's why we write it down.
Yes.
So, updates for February. Yeah. So, we did the student assessments at this school. So, all the students that go to Kafakumba Christian School got free healthcare and free health assessments at our clinic there. And we worked with my med mission, one of the physicians there, and another nurse that came out, as well as our clinic staff. And we wrote down everything about the kids, everything from like their height, their weight, their progression in school, and some of them needed like some dental work. So we just had a 2-day free dental clinic for all the kids at the school, as well as some of our workers here at Kafakumba. So yeah, that was really awesome.
Yeah, so right now we're in the process at Kafakumba Christian School of building a new campus so that we can transition off of Kafakumba Training Center. So it's been delayed a little bit because of the rains. We're hoping to move into it in May, but in that new campus, we're gonna have a library, home economics, science labs. So myself and Robin and our head teacher, Harriet, we went and toured a couple other schools in the area just to see who've been doing it longer than us. So we got to see their science labs, their computer labs, their home ec labs, and kind of see what ours should look like and what we can do better and get an idea. And that was really cool. It was cool to see. We saw another school that was very similar and the same mission and, you know, putting Jesus at the center and helping kids in the area. So we got to see that and some other schools in Ndola. So yeah, just trying to brainstorm for that project right now.
Yeah, that should be really exciting once we get that done. Yeah, so sorting all the inventory has been a big thing that I've been up to. So Miss Ann, one of the members of my med mission, she came out here and she brought boxes and boxes and boxes of everything from like gauze to tape to surgical equipment. And she had them all packaged up nicely in these plastic bags and in these bins. And unfortunately, as we were redoing our roof for our hospital expansion, a lot of water got into these bins, seeing as it's the middle, or I guess the end of rainy season, but
Yeah.
there's still a lot of big rains.
Yeah.
And so we didn't find out about that until we started unboxing it, and there was like pooling water. So a lot of these surgical equipments like had rust like starting to come on them. So we had to get an entire room full of drapes, and we laid out every single piece of surgical equipment. There was thousands. The entire room was covered, and then we used ChatGPT and figured out a cleaning compound that we could use to get all the rust off, which we did successfully and have saved all of the instruments by the grace of God. So happy about that, because that would have been a big loss. You want to tell them about our new fancy
Yeah, we got
dryer?
a dryer, which is exciting. So before thankfully, we're blessed when we moved in here with a washer, which was very nice. So we had a washer, and then we had a clothesline out back.
Old fashioned.
So we'd hang all of our clothes out back, and in the dry season, it's great. Like, it's easy. The clothes are dry within an hour or 2 hours because it's so hot outside, and it doesn't rain. But in rainy season, it just starts raining, and you better rush out and go get your clothes before they're soaking wet and then dirty, and they have to dry all over again. So we just got a dryer, thankfully, and we were blessed with a dryer. We were given one to us. They had an extra one at like Resource House or something. So his brother hooked us up and installed it.
We need to use a 5-gallon water jug leaning up against the door so that it works. But it works.
Yeah, it pops open. So we have the jug to like keep it closed, but it dries our clothes, which is nice.
Yeah. So I officially can practice in Zambia as a nurse legally now.
Woo!
I don't have my full like license to be a nurse here, I guess. I'm working under somebody, so I had to like study up for this exam where they FaceTimed me and just could ask me any question about nursing. And thankfully, I studied up and knew the answer, and I passed. So now I'll be working under the nursing license of somebody else here for 2 years. So if I screw up, they take the blame. No, but I actually got to work down in the clinic one of the days, or actually a couple of the days this month. One day was because we were a nurse short, and then the last one was like a week ago. I had to like administer artesunate, which is like an IV injection type medication for severe malaria, and you have to get it every 12 hours. And our one nurse that would have usually done it at 9 p.m., since we're not open all the time at this point, he was sick. So I got to run down there, reconstitute all the medications, and give it to her, and she's doing a lot better. To piggyback off that, we are continuing to work on developing a nursing program, which is crazy. It's going to be a nursing program, but only nurses are accepted, and that's kind of like the loophole for us to be able to start a paramedic school here. So we've linked up with a guy that runs a school in one of the cities here, and he is helping spearhead this project so that we can train our own paramedics and have them trained to be on our ambulance. So there's this trash pit over there, and it's pretty deep, and everybody throws their trash in it, and sometimes there's food in there, and this dog kept jumping in this trash pit. And so I went over there. I actually went over there to throw away trash, and I see a dog down there, and I asked my worker, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's been down there since yesterday." I was like, "What the heck? We're just gonna leave it?" So it was kind of fun. I got to MacGyver a piece of bamboo and some rope, and got it down around the dog and hoisted it back up. Just really glad it didn't bite me, because who knows if these dogs are vaccinated or have their rabies shots.
Yeah, it was like from the local village, someone's dog, and I think it was going down there to get food. Yeah. Which was sad, but thankfully Mark saved the dog.
We saved the dog.
Yeah.
So a cool little story, one of the workers here, I'm not going to say his name, but he pretty much he called me over. He's like, Mark, help me, look at my ear. And I looked, and it looked almost like a keloid or something, but it was like a mass on his ear, and it turned out it was a cyst, and it needed to be drained. And then after we drained it, it filled back up, so then it needed surgical removal, which we were able to help fund for this guy, and our great doctor down at the clinic did the surgery, and his ear's doing great, and that guy's my friend now, so really cool. So we have the soccer team that I've been working with, and in return for some of like the soccer balls and stuff that you guys help raise money for, thank you so much. Yeah. Also, if you want to keep donating towards that, they always need money. All of their soccer cleats, unfortunately, have been worn out because they're playing so hard. So we're trying to get some more of those. But we usually take them to do like community service. And I say take them, but like we all do it together. I'm out there working and sweating with them. And we do it on Saturdays. And this one we went to Monsansa Village, where we've done a mobile clinic before, as well as drilled a borehole for them. And we went out there and we helped remake this shelter where they do an egg a day program. So kids that are, in the growing up stages of life, the young kids, it's really important for them to have like the proper nutrition for brain development. So we do this egg a day program where they get one free egg every day, a hard boiled egg, 5 days out of the week. And there was a shelter, and it had gotten destroyed by the rain. So we went out and we like rebuilt this shelter for them, and like waterproofed it and everything. So that was a cool project.
Yeah. It was my birthday this month.
Yeah.
So got to celebrate my first birthday in Zambia with friends and family out here, which was really fun. Felt loved. It was on a Sunday, so then we had like a brunch water day after church. So all my favorite foods, breakfast foods, which I love, sweet and savory, all the yumminess, and then just got to go water skiing, I guess.
Wake surfing?
Wake surfing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And go swimming, and I am a water girl. I love the water, so it was the perfect day. And thanks to my husband and Amber, who helped plan it and make it all happen. So yeah, it was a good birthday.
It was a good birthday.
Yeah.
So another cool little story is one of the workers' nephew. The worker came to me and he's like, Mark, please help. And he said that his nephew had broken his arm. Well, he went to get x-rays and turns out it was broken in 2 different places. He was just roughhousing, being a kid. And unfortunately, Arthur Davidson, the free pediatric hospital here, only would take him if he broke his arm in 1 place. So he broke his arm in 2 places, and he had to go all the way to the Capitol, like a 6-hour drive, to one of the higher hospitals and get his arm repaired. And we were able to help fund that project and their stay and food there. So another cool success story.
Yeah.
So our team, the Blue Stars Academy, we got a chance to go and play with the Power Dynamos Junior League. That's a semi-professional team here in Zambia. They had an awesome time playing on a super nice field up against some really high quality players.
Yeah.
And it was really cool. They did like 3 30-minute halves and just did as best as they could with what they have. I mean, their cleats are falling apart, but they still held out. They didn't win any of the 3 games, but they had a blast. And we're going to be having them out here, and we're going to rent out a field and have a rematch. So the guys have been training super hard, running 10 miles a couple times a week.
Yeah.
And so I posted an initial video, and it was of us going to play with the Power Dynamos, and it got 30,000 views on TikTok, which was really crazy. That was it kind of hit the Zambian algorithm, and all the Zambians started to see me, which was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then I posted another video about me eating the local food in Shima, and that one blew up. It got 165,000 views, which is insane.
Woohoo! We got a celebrity right here.
Didn't have nearly as many likes, but I think it was 6,000 likes. But in the comments, people were just roasting me on you don't know how to eat our food. That's not how you do it. And other people let him do what he wants. Enjoy the food, however. So I've had some fun with that.
Yeah.
You want to tell them about Valentine's Day?
We have Valentine's Day here this month, just like everyone else around the world. We went to go get Indian food. There's a lot of good Indian food here in Zambia. I had never had it before I came initially to Zambia. And yeah, we went to one of our favorite Indian spots, got Indian food, had a nice little date.
Yeah.
Sweet. And we're sitting there having our meal, and then his brother and sister-in-law walk in. So we're all having the same good plan.
Same idea for lunch rather than dinner, because you don't want to drive when it's dark out here. There's just not proper road lighting.
Yeah.
And the same place. What a coincidence. Must be related.
Yeah.
So an update on the clinic being expanded. We have all the rooms plumbed, and we have new walls and doors inside to compartmentalize different areas. We've replaced all the old doors with new doors. Our electrical guys are down there doing setting up the circuits and all the lighting. We have branding that's finished in all the rooms, which is the wood pieces that will hold up the ceiling. So that is coming along very nicely. I have them starting to prep for paint this week, so they're sanding and doing an undercoat this week, and that's going to be a big job, a big undertaking. My dad extended his stay in South Africa for medical reasons for an extra week, so there was an opening spot to preach, and I was asked by Pastor Kilembo to preach, and so I got to do that. And we did it on Roaring with Confidence, and the scene from the Lion King. It was a pretty cool scene. And I just edited and uploaded that to YouTube, so you can check that out too.
You did great. You did really well. It was good.
We recorded my sermon, and I saw a lot of room for improvement, but I did it.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to tell them about our animals?
Yeah, we have Nala, our puppy. She's growing so much.
Yeah,
she is so adorable and just does the cutest things. And it's been really fun. We've been going on runs with her, and she's just living life. She loves life. So does Jasper. Jasper's doing great. He's climbing trees and running around. His best indoor-outdoor life.
Yeah, I'm sure he loves that freedom now.
Yeah.
So my next building project is I have to build like a covering over that sidewalk that I initially built when we got here. So I ordered everything and got it delivered. So we will be working on that soon so that they can be seen in our clinic building now for triage and then taken to the other expanded wing for doctor consultation. You want to tell them about running?
Yeah, we've been running a lot. We're training for a half marathon, which is next month.
Well, we're doing one before then.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Now we're doing another one. So we're just running all the time, running. We have done 10 miles as our longest run we've gotten to so far, and a half marathon is 13.1.
Yep.
So we've done one before. Our big one is April 6th, but we are doing one that just is going to happen here, like in our local town, in like a week. Pretty much.
Yeah.
So
it should be interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're ready for it.
I don't know if we are either, but it's been fun. Running's been really good.
Yeah.
Good outlet.
Yeah, it has been. So we were able to fix another borehole, and so another church has clean water, thanks to our well drilling guys here at Kafakumba.
Yeah.
And then you want to tell them what you've been up to?
Yeah, so I've been up to Bible curriculum at Kafakumba Christian. So we started a new Bible curriculum, which I kind of talked about last month. And now we're really into it, and it's happening every week and every day, and it's really exciting. So on Tuesdays, I go and teach the younger ones reception all the way up to 9th grade. So spend 30 minutes with 2 grades at a time, and there's a curriculum that we're going through. Just go through the timeline of the Bible and just have a good framework so that we know that these kids are getting the Word of God, that they're understanding it, that they are excited about it, learning what it's like to have a relationship with Jesus, which is, I feel like, a very interesting concept in this culture and everywhere. But yeah, it's been fun. Today I got to do that. Today's Tuesday, so I got to teach Bible class today, and it's really fun. I'm getting to know the kids better. They're getting to know me. It's challenging too. They're asking Bible questions, and I'm like, I don't know the answer to that, but let's try and figure out the answer to that. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's great.
Yeah, sounds like it's a good thing over there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Disciple, our apparel company, we have shifted, and now we are a ministry. And so if you want to support missions out here in Zambia, buy a shirt off our website, and all 100% of the proceeds go directly to a ministry that you can specify, whether that's the school, the clinic, or whatever. But yeah, so that's a little restructuring that we're doing for our business. So that's exciting. And then the last thing is on Saturday when we were running afterwards, I was just in so much pain. I actually was in pain during the run, and I just pushed through and pushed through and pushed through. And then after the run, I could like barely walk. And that is kind of been the theme the past couple of days. It's really hard for me to walk. Like, I'm in severe pain right now. I just made this is all related to car accidents years and years ago where I broke my back. But yeah, so I made an appointment with a physiotherapist tomorrow in one of the major cities. So I'm going to go there, and hopefully he can take a look and see what he can do. But yeah, I've been praying and have not gotten relief. So if you guys could please join the prayer chain and hop on that and be in agreement, that would be amazing. Thank you for your prayers in advance. And yeah, I think that's everything. And
what about a fun fact?
Oh yeah.
And something challenging
so
or adjusting.
I'm adding in new elements to this. I was super excited. So, fun fact about Zambia, guys. You're not going to believe this one. We have wild squirrels here. Like, who brought the squirrels over here? They look a little different, more ratty, but there's squirrels just running along the fence. I thought that was a fun fact. There you go.
There's squirrels in Zambia.
Yeah. And then if you guys have any questions for us, please leave
Yeah.
them below. And just a question that we came up with ourselves is like, what has been the hardest part about moving out here and living in Zambia? Jamie, you can go first.
Well, I think our answers are pretty much the same, but I would just say community. Like, we had such great community in Charlotte,
Yeah.
and leaving that is really hard. And finding new community is very hard. We have family here, which is awesome, but finding friendships and missing that old community. So that's definitely been, I think, the hardest part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Just having the accountability and, guys' nights where we can actually like discuss
Yeah.
things. And the sad truth of it is like moving over here, everybody has got the best intentions. Oh, we'll call you all the time and we'll talk and we'll keep up. But once you're out of people's lives, a lot of the times the relationship kind of just falls away, especially when there's, $2,000 plane ticket between you seeing them again. So, yeah, that's tough. Keep us in your prayers. We love you guys. Thanks for watching another month, and we will see you at 9 months. God bless.